allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will be continuing. Okay, consent agenda. I just need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
I got one thing first.
Okay.
On the special meeting minutes from September 24th, the vote counts are, say 3-0, it should be 4-0.
Let me look. September 24th.
Because there was four of us.
There was
you mean?
4 of us there, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't usually vote unless I have to.
Yeah,
You weren't at that meeting.
I usually count it
Oh, that's.
that way. That's a
Right,
good
I was
catch.
gone. I was gone.
That's a great catch.
I was voting on a vote.
Thank you.
That was it.
Okay.
You just
All in
waved.
favor of the consent agenda?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Administrative report.
All right, so I'd like to begin by welcoming everybody to our meeting.
Oh, I forgot, just a minute. Does anybody have public comment? It's not on the agenda. Okay,
Okay,
continue.
no worries. So I'd like to start by recognizing Mrs. Specht for a great job coaching. Those girls in the volleyball season, they grew so much, they learned so much about just rules and camaraderie and respect as teammates. And when I went to the tournament, the one thing that really struck me was that the girls had so much positive energy. I mean, they just, on the court, they just were, if I could have given them a prize for that, I would have given them a prize. They were just amazing. They were so awesome. So I'd just like to recognize her for bringing that team spirit and that cohesiveness to the team. And then I would also like to make a comment on Mr. Connors and Mrs. Matulovich. So they have a PIR class, and as part of the PIR class, they put together a newsletter, their own PIR newsletter, and a video. And they're just doing such a great job on, helping those kids get out of their box and reach out and learn to be reporters and just learn to do all that kind of stuff with communication. So they're developing those communication skills, and they're doing a great job with that. So I just wanted to just recognize them. Next, we have our staff member of the month, where everybody votes. So at the end of the year, last year everybody voted for one person because it was the end of the year, and this year they get to vote for all those individual qualities. So those people for individual qualities were for professional and trustworthy. I won! Yay! I won one. Respectful, kind, and approachable, Mrs. Specht. Adaptable and flexible, Mrs. Boyle. Following school. It's weird to call you Mrs. Boyle. Yes, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
For following school policies and procedures, Mrs. Breland. Strong work ethic, Mrs. Canaday and Miss Martin. For being a team player, helpful and supportive, Miss Olson. For being a good communicator, Miss Olson and Mrs. Specht. For seeking to self-improve, Mrs. Daly. For being patient yet expecting accountability, Miss Olson and Mrs. Specht. For being involved and a school leader, Mrs. Boyle. For best sense of humor, Mr. Sutter. And demonstrating understanding of child development, Miss Olson. So I take all of those votes and I look to see who has won the most votes overall. And just so you know, disclaimer, I never vote because it's about colleagues. It's not about your boss evaluating you in any way, so I never vote. So the cumulative vote as staff member of the month goes to Katie Olson. So congratulations to her. So I let her know tonight, and she said that she is honored to have been selected for this award. So she receives school-wide recognition, a bulletin board feature, a newsletter feature, a reader board recognition, a certificate of achievement. She gets a $25 gift card from myself, and preferred parking space for the month. So that's very exciting. I'm glad that we're doing this. It's fun. Next, I want to talk about professional development. So on October 6th, we had Denny McLaughlin come to the school, and he was with our entire staff for the whole day, and he presented. His theme was the gifted educator, so how to phrase things differently so that your expectation is more of a, instead of saying, please do this, you can say, you may do this. Just turning things around so it doesn't sound like you're asking kids to follow expectations, but you are expecting them to follow expectations. So that was one of the things that he talked about. And then he was here in the evening. We had 4 families that attended the gifted teen. So that was fun. He did an hour and a half with those families and just helped parents and kids to kind of see parenting through different eyes and student responsibility through different eyes. So that was great. Then the 15th through the 17th, I start tomorrow attending MEA days online, and the 16th and 17th, our staff have Flex PIR days where they have the opportunity to earn 12 hours of professional development. I am presently myself involved in a book study called What Great Teachers Do Differently, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun. And after I'm finished with it, I'll share some of that information with our staff. So we'll always developing, always getting better. Regarding employment, Ms. Brown, our librarian, started work on October 6th, and we do have a 7-8 basketball coach position open. So that's I've asked to for our staff members to send me letters of interest or emails of interest by Monday, and I'll start looking at what we have on Monday. And I let Willie know today that that's open. And then I want to talk about some things that have been going on in the past. So September 17th, I attended a presentation called the Decennial Study Roadshow. And so it's a 10-year study about how school funding has essentially been spent for educational curriculum and subjects. And they didn't really talk about funding at all, but what they did talk about was that our focus moving forward is way different than it was 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, you taught for a career. So you maybe taught people to learn math to be a banker, and now bankers are like going away. You taught people to do things to become a postal carrier, and now postal carriers are going away. So it's just as a shift in 10 years ago, you would teach for a specific career. Now you have to teach the skills that any career person can obtain and need. So it's just a different focus. So one example that they gave was that math used to be considered the 9th most important skill to teach, and now it's considered the 14th most important skill to teach. So it's just interesting. It's because we have technology coming out of the wazoo and people don't have to think for themselves. But you know, if something terrible happened and we didn't have access to all that stuff, people have to be able to think. That's my opinion. So we better never lose those thinking skills. So anyway, that was an interesting presentation. There were about 120 people at the presentation, all the way from Troy. The administrator from the Troy School came, and then they were, it's actually a nationwide presentation that they're doing, the decennial study. So they had several schools to stop at in Montana. They were only stopping in 4 different towns in Montana, and our town was one of them, so we were lucky to have that.
So on that, you said it was 14th. What were like the top 5?
Oh, so things like, like computer technology skills.
Okay.
And just, more.
We were just talking about
kind of
that.
stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So.
Okay.
And I can actually get you that information because I sent it to my son, Eric, because I looked at the top 7 qualities. I thought, oh my gosh, that is my son. In a nutshell, that is Eric, who is an independent classroom without walls, right? So, and Eric is he travels the world and he does photography and videography. And he has started a project called the Clean Village Project for the country of Laos. They just discovered plastic 6 years ago.
Wow.
Everything before that was bamboo, so they have this huge mess. They didn't know what to do with plastic, so it just clogged their rivers and all this stuff, and their water was no good anymore. So he started that, and within a year, he had funding for the entire project because of his classroom without walls, right? So it's just a different world. But I looked at those top 7 and I just was like, oh, that's my son, that's my Eric, he's right there in those. And he dropped out of college as a junior because he started in physical therapy, and he was like, this isn't for me, this isn't doing it.
Yeah.
Went his own way and got something totally different. And it's just really, it's what you see and what you hear about, and everyone's starting to realize that the world has changed and is changing. So it's just interesting. It was an interesting point of view. They didn't really talk about money, but they talked about subject more than anything.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. We also have completed our math and math testing the first session. We will not have those school results for probably another month or two. As soon as we get the school-wide ones, I'll let the board know how we're doing. We have individual scores, we don't have them compiled school-wide, so that's on their end, so I'm waiting for that information. And then our middle school, our MTSS team is starting to have their regular monthly meetings, so we have lots of positive incentive type things going for kids to help them steer in the right direction. We have a middle school dance coming up, so I just approved that today, October 24th. They want it to be Halloweeny. I'm like, okay, with moderation, Halloweeny. Moderate Halloween dance. And quarter October 31st. We're taking our 3rd through 8th graders to see the Willy Wonka Golden Ticket musical at Flathead High School. So that is free for us, and that is November 5th. And the parent-teacher conference is November 11th and 13th. And I'm also going to present an open house survey at the parent-teacher conferences. I sent one out to the community to see what times work best for them. I only have 15 responses. So I want to get more responses so everybody that comes, they can just check a little box when they go meet with their teacher, which would you like, and I'll just collect that information. So that'll be an easy way to do it. And then the kitchen, our kitchen is going through a review because Kalispell Public Schools Central Kitchen is being reviewed by OPI. So Smith Valley was selected by the Central Kitchen to be a part of this review. Now we have a great kitchen program. We have Dorothy, who just is so meticulous and just makes sure that everything is exactly right. She double dots her I's and double crosses her T's. So anyway, we're selected for that. And what they're reviewing is the breakfast, lunch, and after-school snack program to see how functional it is and if it's meeting, the needs, and they're looking at data and all those kinds of things. And to conclude my report, today was our 32nd day of school already. So I know I talk a lot.
No,
It's time to
appreciate it.
tell you what
Thank
happened.
May I have your paper?
You may have my paper. Any questions?
On that kitchen with the food, are they just looking to see if kids are getting fed, or is it more
So
just?
I think that because we get our food from Kalispell, they want to see like what our numbers are,
Okay.
if our kids are eating the stuff that they give to us. I mean, just all of that kind of stuff. So.
Okay.
And then they're also looking at the quality of the program, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't have anything to present on, other than maybe the last report. The fact that we have gained 6 kids since the start of the school year is worth reporting on. We snuck it in under fall count day, or 5 of them anyway. 5 out of the 6 got snuck in before fall count day, so.
Did the other one end up coming?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, it's a different one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I don't have anything else unless anybody has any questions.
I had a question on the expense report.
Yeah.
Why is the debt service, or what's the payment for that?
There is no payment for that.
Or-
The amount that came out of the debt services fund was a fund transfer. Because we no longer have a debt service fund since we no
Gotcha.
longer have a bond payment. So since we have residual money sitting in the debt service fund, thank you for asking about that actually, so that I could talk about that. So I had to transfer that money into a different fund, and you're limited by what funds you can transfer it into. If you transfer it into the general fund, it reduces your budget authority for what you can use this year. So we don't want to transfer it into the general fund. Could have put it in the tech fund, but in case you didn't notice, it was like 70 grand. I know. That's
No.
a really big number for our tech fund for what we need to do.
Gem 4.
So I made the executive decision to transfer it into the building reserve fund because at first OPI actually didn't say I could transfer it into there, but then I found that you could transfer it into there in law, and so I reached back out to them and I said, what if I put it in subfund 612, which is, it's considered a voted levy fund, and this was a voted item, but it wasn't voted in building reserve, and OPI gave me the green light. So I put it in building reserve because that is where we need as
We're
much
gonna
money
get
as
as much as
humanly
we can
possible. So I
Sounds
figured
good.
nobody on the board would disagree with that decision, so that's where I put it. It was the logical choice out of the 3 choices available. Great question. Thank you again for asking that.
Is there any facilities report?
Jay is not here, so I do not have a facilities report for you this evening.
I will, just, from everything I can figure out on that furnace, I really see no reason to fix it. My brother swears that there should be plenty of juice in the other one that is working to keep it from freezing over there, so.
Yeah, 'cause it's set low, isn't it?
It's, yeah, we keep it like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And that 60,000 BTU should be able to keep it 40 degrees in there.
Okay.
If we have a problem, we can turn around and fix it.
Okay.
For now, I think we- And the other thing that I asked the other day when I was here signing checks, I asked Jay to put, we have a bunch of curbing up top,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna mention that.
and we need to put curbing across in front of the temporary building.
Yeah,
So
and
that
I've talked
somebody
to,
doesn't end up
Yeah.
in the temporary building.
yeah, I talked to Jay about that about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and he said that Mr. Plow was supposed to be coming to move the curbs, so.
Yeah, I told him that if nothing else, I'll try and get myself or my dad down here with skid steer. If we can't get Mr. Plow to,
You're not gonna get Mr. Plow.
Does he not like to do that?
You just don't like- you just-
Oh.
So I will,
We-
I will send a reminder to Jay to make sure.
Do you,
that
when do you
happens.
need that done? You need that done like ASAP?
Yeah, before the ice and everything.
before
gets here.
it gets icy,
Yeah.
been
because
sitting
we
there
don't,
for a year
what I don't
already, so-
want is somebody to slide down the
Yeah.
hill, and I don't want the plow guy to be pushing a bunch of snow against the,
What do you think, Don? You think in the next 2 weeks it could get done, or?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also want some more along the curb here, the side of the curb, because people still pull in, and I don't want cars sliding onto the sidewalk.
okay?
Yes, and we have plenty of them, plenty of the bumpers.
So, if nothing else, I'll see if I can get my dad to bring the skid steer. It'd be a good thing for him to do when they give him purpose.
So you just mentioned Mr. Plow. Do we have a snow contract for, plowing contract for this year yet?
Not yet, do we? Not yet, I don't think.
Jay said he was gonna get a bid from him, but I have not seen it yet.
See, now it already snowed, like, we should probably have that done sooner rather
Really
than later.
soon,
Correct.
really soon.
Yeah.
I'm writing myself some notes for Jay.
And Jay also called and asked me about the mower, which I'm not sure if the one we got here is working. But our best deals on mowers are in the spring, so.
In
Okay.
the spring, okay?
yeah,
Well, we're not
there's
gonna
usually
need one. for a
No, we
while.
don't need one for a while. We don't
I
need
know,
Unless it has a snow blower on.
I was looking.
Right.
Yeah, we
We're
don't
not
use
spending that
snowblowers,
much money,
so. Yeah,
No,
I've been
I-
watching prices for myself and they're not coming down.
They're not gonna, we usually have like a $300 cash bonus in the spring from John Deere, so we will wait at least that long. But like I said, I mean, you guys can keep the mower I gave you. If it's gonna keep running, there's really not a lot of reason to replace it, if it's doing fine.
Thank you. Oh, I have something else to talk about too in just a minute, I almost forgot.
Okay, no more facility stuff,
I will, mine fits right
Oh.
under that.
okay.
So I would like to thank Josiah Hassey and the West Hills Chapel for coming out and painting the steps. So they painted the main body of the steps with some paint with some grit in it
Oh,
for
cool.
traction. So they did that on Friday afternoon.
Awesome.
Oh, that's why I looked different.
Yeah, they're always asking what can they do, and so I thought, well, they might want to do that, and they did. So and it worked great because the weather
Cool.
was good.
Cool. Are you sure? Yeah, Kim will enjoy it, she'll have her walking partner back. Okay, y'all got a chance to read Marie's resignation letter, retirement. You have been a valued teacher.
Thank you. board meeting for what you've given to this school.
Thank you.
She's the only one I know stuck around after we consolidated. That's amazing to think that you were teaching up there
Yeah,
before the consolidation.
yep.
Okay. We will move to the action agenda and personnel. We just have to amend the librarian contract. And that's going well. I know my grandkids said she's awesome. So,
She's got a lot of positive energy.
cool. Well, I need a motion to accept the amended contract.
I'll make a motion to approve S. Brown FY26 amended contract.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Okay, she's rehired again. Okay, I'm not real sure. Operation Christmas Child Community Breakfast. Why is this under action?
It's under discussion and possible action.
Okay.
So we have the opportunity to host Operation Christmas Child at our school on a Saturday, November 15th. So in this way, we give back to the community by letting them use our school and come in to provide this service for our troops. So they get these shoe boxes and they fill them for our troops. And at the same time, because we want to draw people in to be able to have a great turnout, I thought maybe we could have a community breakfast. And so I talked to Dorothy about this, and we can have a very reasonable breakfast as far as a quality and not too much cost. And plus, I learned today from Sarah Ann Glevy that her church would be willing to provide some of the cost for the supplies for the breakfast. So I think it would just be a great outreach, a wonderful, wonderful supportive thing for our community, for us to give back. We're bringing the community in, gradually getting them involved in community work days and all of this, and for us to give something back, I think it would be just a tremendous benefit for all of us. I mean, our community would benefit from this so much, and it would just boost everybody's spirits to know that we're all just participating in a great cause. So I wanted to bring this before the board because it's called Operation Christmas Child, and some people might not necessarily agree with that title, but it is called Operation Christmas Child, which is why we will be doing it on a Saturday, and it is not required. It is something completely optional. But I think it's a great asset and a resource for all of us to work together. So that's why I'm bringing it to your attention, and I would really like for you to approve that we can do this and have this at our school on a Saturday.
I don't have a problem with Christmas.
It's good.
So, is there any discussion? Just take a motion.
So I did already talk to Dorothy about, information and the process and
Is there
procedure.
anything she
and
would
Sarah
need, like
into-
griddles and stuff?
I don't think so. We were planning on a tater tot casserole with sausage gravy and some fresh fruit. That's what we were planning on, so,
Okay. I
yeah.
won't be able to be here, but pretty
So,
sure.
and I will be here, and we have Sarah Ann and a group of people from her church volunteering to come in, and Dorothy said that she is not sure if she's coming in or not, but a lot of this can be taken care of the day before. And we already have people volunteering to serve, and we want to be involved, and we've talked about how we'll set up the gym and just everything, so I think that'd be great.
Okay.
Would we need to have one kitchen certified person here?
No, because we're not serving our children, and we're not making anything, we're just putting stuff in the oven. So, yeah, we're not making anything from scratch.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Oh, that's November 15th from 9 to 11.
I'll make a motion to approve hosting Operation Christmas Child and the community breakfast on November 15th.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you. I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. Yeah, you did, but we're being recorded, so it's up
Oh,
to you.
no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any special discussion? None?
I would like to say, it's not a discussion point, it's just my, my own opinion, but I love our school. And I love our staff, and I just feel like it's just so great to be here. I'm sorry.
I do think we've come, our school is come along really well. I think we're doing well. We're gaining students, which we haven't done for a while. And it's just, hopefully it keeps going that way, so.
I just feel like everyone's just so supportive, and they work together and they help each
Right.
other, and
I think we've put together a great staff, so. Okay,